I originally went to Indiana State, so I heard about Midwest Fashion Week through there, and I got the opportunity to volunteer whenever they had it last, so I think that was 2019, and that's how I met Shauna and everybody. So it just kind of like, it means like, because Indiana's not fashion. Indiana knows nothing about fashion, and then you come to Midwest Fashion Week and you're like, shoot, Indiana does know something about fashion. Like the Midwest, there is stuff there, you know? And so it just is like, it's super eye-opening to the Midwest, because you typically only hear New York, LA, Miami, and like there's so much in the Midwest that like people don't realize, and so Midwest Fashion Week gets that out there, and it's just eye-opening. Fashion is my whole world. I started an interest in fashion when I was 5 years old. So I got my first like little design book, like little kid book that you just color in and do whatever you want. I got that when I was about 5, 6-ish, somewhere around there, and my interest in it just took off. So it just means everything to me. Like my whole life revolves around it. I honestly have no other interest besides fashion. That's what I know. That's what like just my life revolves around. So I have thought about like other careers, and there's nothing else. Like that's where my passion lies. That's where my personality lies, my interests, like my whole aura of myself is just fashion. I think the biggest impact it's made, I mean, just, it's the biggest thing in the world, I feel like. I mean, the world cannot go on without clothes. I mean, clothes are a part of everyday aspect, and I think that, like, realization is one of the biggest impacts, because, I mean, you can't go a day without wearing clothes. I mean, fashion it expresses people's personalities, it expresses the uniqueness of everybody. I mean, it's just, and I think that's the biggest impact, because like realizing that and seeing it is just like, wow, like it's amazing. I mean, you can't, like, it's a personality. You can learn stuff in school, yeah, but it's like people grow up figuring out what they want to look like, how they want to dress, like, you know, it's just the most unique thing about a person. There's nothing else that I could do in life. Like, I have no plan B. I mean, and it's just one of those that, like, you take it and you run with it. Like, no matter what you do, like, there's always gonna be jobs in fashion. There's always gonna be a new style coming out. There's always gonna be new trends, like, and like Midwest Fashion Week expresses that, and it's such a foot into the door. Like, if I wouldn't have had if they wouldn't have came and talked to my class last year, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to come here and volunteer. And if I wouldn't have had that, then I wouldn't be sitting here right now. So it's a network. It's you can't learn stuff like this in a classroom, I feel like. And so I think that's just the best part of it all. And Midwest Fashion Week has opened so many doors for me, like, and I'm just a student, so let alone like the bigger designers and everybody else, the models. Like, it's just amazing what something you think could be small but is actually so big. It's amazing what it could do.